All right, welcome back. In our last explainer, we dove into the big ideas behind AI agents. The shift from just asking questions to giving an AI a whole mission. Well, today we're going to get our hands dirty. We're officially moving from theory to practice, setting up your machine so you can build these agents right from scratch. That's right. This session is all about doing. By the time we're done here, your computer is going to be a full-on launchpad, totally prepped for AI agent development. So let's jump right in and walk through everything you'll need step by step. So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the absolute foundation, verifying your Python setup. From there, we'll build out a dedicated workspace, install the essential tools, lock down that all-important API key, and then run one last check to make sure we are good to go for liftoff. Okay, first things first. Every awesome project needs a rock-solid foundation, and for our AI agent, that foundation is Python. We've got to make sure you have the right version installed and ready to roll. Go ahead and open up your command line tool. So on a Mac or Linux, that's going to be your terminal. If you're on Windows, you can use either Command Prompt or PowerShell. Once you've got it open, just type in python-version and go ahead and hit enter. What you're looking for is a version number that's 3.10 or anything newer. If that's what you see, you are golden. Just sit tight for a second. If you get an error or you see an older version, no worries at all. Just pop over to python.org and download the latest installer for your system. Now listen up, because this is for anyone installing Python on Windows. This is hands down the most important step. As you go through the installer, you're going to see a little checkbox that says Add Python to Path. You have got to check this box. Trust me, it prevents a ton of headaches later by letting your computer find Python no matter what folder you're in. And hey, a quick pro tip for my Mac and Linux folks out there. Your system might have an older Python version tied to the simple Python command. So if you ever run into any command not found issues, just try using Python 3 instead of Python for all the commands we run today. That usually clears things right up. All right, with Python all sorted out, it's time to build a home for our agent. What we're going to do is create a nice, clean, dedicated workspace to keep everything organized and totally self-contained. Back in your terminal, I want you to run these 3 commands, one right after the other. First up, mkdir my first agent. That makes a new folder. Then cd my first agent. That moves you right inside of it. And finally, python-m venv. This is the magic command that creates a special virtual environment just for our project. So what the heck is a virtual environment? Well, think of it like this. You're giving your project its very own clean, isolated room. Any of the special tools or libraries that we install for this agent will live only inside this room. They won't mess with any other Python projects you might have. It's an absolutely essential practice that keeps everything tidy and predictable. So we've built the room. Now it's time to step inside. This is what we call activating the environment. The command's just a little different depending on your system. If you're on a Mac or Linux, you'll type source venv/bin/activate. If you're on Windows, it's venv/scripts/activate. And boom, you'll know it worked because you should see venv pop up right at the beginning of your terminal prompt. That little prefix is your confirmation that you are now working inside your project's special isolated space. It might seem small, but this is a huge step. Okay, our workspace is ready to go. Now it's time to load it up with our toolkit. We're going to install the core software libraries, or packages as they're called, that our agent needs to think, to act, and to connect with the world. Just make sure you still see that venv in your terminal, and then run this one command. Pip install LangChain Anthropic, python.dante, ..go search. Hit enter, and pip, Python's package installer, will go out and grab all those tools and install them right into your project's clean room. So what exactly did we just grab? Well, LangChain is the main framework, kind of like the central nervous system for our agent. LangChain Anthropic is the special connector that lets us talk to Anthropic's powerful Claude AI model. Python.env is a super important little utility for handling our secret keys securely. And DuckDuckGo search, that gives our agent a superpower, the ability to search the internet for answers. We've installed the piece that connects to the Claude AI, but to actually turn the key and start the engine, we need, well, a key. An API key. It's basically a unique password that proves we're allowed to use the AI. Getting this key, and more importantly, keeping it safe, is absolutely critical. So open up your web browser and head over to console.anthropic.com. You might need to sign up for an account if you don't have one yet. Once you're logged in, look for the section called API Keys. Click Create Key, and maybe give it a name you'll remember, like My First Agent. Okay, stop and listen, because I cannot say this loudly enough. For security reasons, you will only see this full API key one single time. The second it appears on your screen, you need to copy it. Do not click away. Do not close the window. Copy it and paste it somewhere safe, like a temporary text file. Okay, now head back to your project folder. I want you to create a brand new file and name it exactly .env. That's a period, then env. Open up that new file, and on the first line, type anthropic_API key equals. And then right after the equal sign, paste in that long key you just copied. No spaces, no quotes. Then just save and close the file. Now, the reason we're doing all this is super important. We are keeping our secret key completely separate from our actual code. This is a huge deal because it means if you ever share your code with someone or post it online, you won't accidentally give away your private key. Using a .env file is just fundamental security. And for one last layer of security, we're going to create one more file. This one's called .gitignore. This file basically tells source control like Git, hey, whatever you do, ignore these files and folders. By adding our .envn file and our vn folder to it, we're making sure we can never, ever accidentally upload our secrets to a public website. We are on the home stretch, folks. We have laid the foundation, we've built the workspace, we've gathered all our tools, and we've secured the key to the AI. Now, all that's left is one final check to make sure all the wires are connected correctly. Back in your terminal, make sure you still see VNV. Just type Python and hit Enter. This will drop you into a live Python session. Now, type import LangChain and hit Enter again. If you just get a new prompt and no big scary error messages, it worked. Everything's installed correctly. You can just type exit with the parentheses, hit enter, and you're back to your normal terminal. And that's it. We are done. Take a look at what you just accomplished. You verified your Python version, you created a clean and isolated project workspace, you installed all the core packages you need, and you securely stored your API key. Your machine is officially ready to build an AI agent. Your Launchpad is built. All systems are green. The only thing missing is the code that's going to bring our agent to life. And in the very next explainer, that is exactly what we are going to do. We're going to write the code, and we are going to watch our very first AI agent take flight. I'll see you there.